Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the People's Show. Check the pulse of Husker Nation, brought to you Nebraska Spine Hospital. Today I have a special guest. I'm joined by Nebraska linebacker and Blackshirt Nick Henrich. How you doing, my friend?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. So talk to me. I'm sure you've been bombarded with questions about Michigan State, Oklahoma, but talk to me. What's the feeling in the locker room right now? I never know when these interviews are going to go out. We're sitting here. It's a Monday as we're recording it right now. Talk to me about the feeling in the locker room. Is it one of optimism because you've had two really close games versus ranked teams on the road? Is it frustration? Is it a combo of all of the above? What's the feeling in the locker room like right now?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a combination. Obviously, we've lost some games. We just should have won on some things that just can't happen. So there's a real big emphasis on doing your job and accountability right now, and I think that's going to be the thing that ultimately carries us over to turn those L's into W's.
Who are some of the guys that are stepping up, taking that leadership role as you talk about accountability? Because accountability starts with leaders and leadership. And so who are some of those guys on the team, and even more so specifically on the defense and or special teams, who are taking that leadership role as far as accountability goes?
Yeah, all our captains do a phenomenal job. Austin Allen, guys like Cam Jurgens as well have just been really getting on guys and just constantly seeking improvement. And defensively, it's all about the Blackshirts. We got to hold the standard every day and keep working.
Now, you guys have been playing well. The offense played better in the second half there, found a little continuity. Talk to me about special teams. Obviously, not the way anyone wants it to go. What's kind of the approach or the attitude or some of the things that we might see a little different this week in hopes of getting special teams to improve?
Yeah, it's just all about accountability. We no other way than just it has to be perfect during practice, and if it's not, stuff like that can come up in the game. So it's all about just emphasis on doing your job 100% of the time, no matter what.
Now, you guys played really well versus Michigan State as a defense. They didn't have 14 total yards in the second half, didn't get a first down. This was an offense that had looked pretty good, a quarterback who hadn't thrown a pick all year, a running back who was averaging over 8 yards per carry. You guys did a phenomenal job against them. What helped you guys have success against a quarterback, a running back, an offense that had looked pretty good up until the game with you guys?
Yeah, I think as a unit we just flew around to the ball really well. We were really good communicating, and I think the D-line just really overall won the line of scrimmage. So whenever they do that, it's really easy for the linebackers and secondary to flow around and make plays.
Could you repeat that again? So it's pretty much all about the defensive line. Is that what I'm hearing? It's just all about the big guys?
Definitely. It always starts up front, you know what I mean? Without those guys, we're nothing. So, yes, D-line is huge.
I just like hearing that. I'll never forget, man, in practice, they'd put us linemen, the O-line too, over in the corner. Just shut up, you big fat guys, get out of our way. Then all of a sudden on game day, we were front and center, and it was all about us. I always found that quite convenient. I thought that was interesting.
It's always D-line our boys. It's always about the D-line.
I like it. So throughout the first 4 games, the Blackshirts had 4 sacks, obviously not where you guys quite wanted to be. Had 3 against Michigan State. Obviously, that's an improvement for that game. How were you guys able to get more pressure on the Spartans?
Yeah, definitely there's a lot of things. I think coverage-wise we're really good, so that just gives us a lot of time to get to the quarterback, and then pass rush is all about effort. I think we just, as a defense, just did a really good job never giving up and continuing to pressure them.
So I've noticed that the past couple of weeks, you got Spencer Rattler, Michigan State had come in throwing the ball well, as I mentioned. I feel like you guys forced Spencer Rattler to be patient for the most part. He didn't want to be. And so the coverage really kind of frustrated him. And it was the same thing again this past weekend versus Old Sparty there. Talk to me about the coverages, and you don't have to give away too much, but what are some of the things that you're doing that you like, that you think are helping you have success against what's been a couple of, pretty good quarterbacks the past couple of weeks?
Yeah, we've just made some good adjustments in the game, and both before, just game plan-wise, what we're going to do exactly this week, what we're looking for, what we're keying, and then it's just the communication has been great between the linebacker and the secondary as far as, okay, we're doing this, you know what I mean? So everyone's on the same page.
So talk to me. I'm sure you're starting to look ahead to Northwestern a little bit. So talk to me, what have you seen out of Northwestern? This is a team that's 2-2. They're 0-2 versus Power 5 opponents. Their 2 wins are obviously against non-Power 5 opponents. So what have you seen out of them so far? They're typically a hard-nosed, physical, well-coached, Pat Fitzgerald, well-coached football team. What have you seen out of them as you start to get ready for the Wildcats?
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to beat themselves. Like you said, they're going to be a physical. They're going to try and run the ball. Stopping the run is going to be a huge key again this week. So it's all going to be about playing gap sound, have great eyes, and play disciplined football.
All right. Who's the fastest linebacker?
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm always going to bet on myself, right? But honestly, it's Luke. I can't even deny it.
Okay.
Luke's a speedster, so. But I'll still take him.
I like that. Every position group, they got each other's back, but there's also those friendly rivalries, man. Me and Jay Moore used to race each other all the time. The D tackles would race each other. We try to pop in with the linebackers if we thought we could hang for a little bit. So it's always fun to ask questions like that. So, I asked this question last week of Garrett Nelson. I thought he had a great response, because Husker fans, the reaction for some is, man, we're right there. We just got to get the little things done, and we could be a really good football team. For other fans, it's kind of like it's the same old, here we go again. We could beat anybody if we get it done. We could lose to anybody, which is college football in and of itself. But we could lose to anybody if these little things don't continue to get righted. So I asked Garrett Nelson last week if he had a message for Husker fans. Do you have anything you'd personally like to say to Husker fans as you guys strive to get better each and every day and as you get ready for this Northwestern football game?
Yeah, I mean, I just say stick with us. We totally get the frustration. Coach Frost is our guy. It's on us as players. We just got to keep holding each other accountable, and it's going to get right. That's all I'd say.
Stick with us. Is that like plastered in the locker room? Because those are the exact same words he used. Like those were stick with us were the exact same words. I like that. Talk to me about Eric Chenander. Because I pointed it out last offseason. There were several guys, with the extra COVID super senior season shirt. I don't know what you call it. You get an extra season. You got JoJo Doman. You got Ben Stille, who chose to come back. Cam Taylor-Britt would have been young, but he could have gone to the draft. I feel like every single defensive guy who had a choice to leave chose to come back. And I feel like that says something. And it's got to say something about your defensive coordinator. Talk about Eric Chenander, who has really done a really good job. Exponentially, you guys are getting better each and every season. Talk about the job he's done now, year 4, under him as your D coordinator.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Chin's our guy. Like, it's a true family, and we all love him so much and respect him. We know he's going to put us in the best situation possible. So, yeah, I think it does speak volumes that all those super seniors or whatever you'd call them decided to come back and ride with us for another year.
All right, man, I appreciate your time. Good luck this weekend, and until next time, Husker Nation, go Big Red, and always remember,
throw the bones, baby.
Thanks again to our sponsor, Nebraska Spine Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, when it's your spine, you do not want to mess around, and experience matters. That's why you can trust the experts at Nebraska Spine Hospital, the region's only spine-specific hospital. They are the best at what they do.